All right, let's rock it. So guys, if I could have any request on the call right now, guys, if you guys could take out a pen and paper, get ready to take some notes. You guys are here. This is an investment into your future because tonight's call is going to be about making sure that you are set for success. Make sure everybody's muted. Appreciate y'all. Um, this call is going to be for you guys to make sure that you are set up for success. So the whole purpose of doing this is because myself and a lot of other people all around, we've gotten questions regarding, getting set up, getting properly connected to the multiple different apps, right? The multiple different accounts that you have to set up, the platform itself, the products, the educators, everything across the board. I'm going to make sure that we go over that on this call. So I'm going to roll through a few things in the beginning, and I'm going to open it up after that with questions that you guys have, maybe something I missed, maybe something that you want more clarity on. So we'll be able to do that. Okay. Everybody cool. I'm just going to shout everybody out for being here because I appreciate you guys for jumping on. I heard this from, do you guys know who Andy Frisella is? He has a podcast, and he said on his podcast the other day, a lot of people look at jumping on, for example, a Friday night Zoom instead of maybe going and hanging out with your friends or whatever is going on. He said, a lot of people will look at that as, hey, I'm making a sacrifice to show up to the Zoom call right now. But I'll tell you right now, if you just switch up the language, this isn't a sacrifice to not go out with your friends or whatever the case may be. This is an investment into your future. It's just switch up the language, switch up the way that you speak about things. I'm not sacrificing anything. I'm supposed to be here. I'm investing into my future because I know where I'm going. I show up because I know where I'm going. You wouldn't show up to the gym consistently. You wouldn't show up to practice trading, doing the things that you need to do if you didn't believe in where you're going, right? Because we only do things that we believe in. So if you don't believe that you can get there, why would you show up? You guys are here because you know where you're going. You're committed to that vision, and you believe that us, this community, this platform, and what we're a part of can take you there. You're the X factor, though. Your commitment, your consistency is what's going to help you get there overall. Just keep plugging into the campfire, guys. We're going to help you get there. And I can tell you right now, most people don't have a like-minded group of people that they're involved with. The sad reality. Okay. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to share my screen and just kind of go over a few things, but make sure everybody that is on this call, because I promise you they're not going to want to miss it. Let me shout everybody out. That's what I was saying earlier. So we got Mr. Jordanimo on the call. Jordan, what's up, bro? We got Alex on the call. We got Arlen on the call. I think that's Auntie Mama Duke's on here. We've got Mr. Bobby Boucher on the line. We got Crystal here. We got Gigi. I think that's Paul. Is that JR? We got JR on the line. Let's go. We got Jaman out in Iowa. We got Josh out of Newfoundland, Canada. Stay warm up there, bro. We got Katie on the line. We got Matthew, Mr. Big Bro Matthew on the line. We got Nehemiah out in South Florida. We got Paul. Congrats to Paul, guys. Show some love. Blow up the chat box. Paul just hit platinum 150 last night. Shout out to Paul. Show Paul some love. That's huge, guys. Most people go their entire career inside of what we do, and they never get to that point. So I'm super proud of Paul. Paul's been a servant leader from the beginning. He's got a heart of gold, and bro, I'm excited for you. I'm calling you, bro. Big Dad, I'm excited for you. We've got conversations, and you give me chills every time we talk. So I'm excited for where you're going and who you're becoming in the process. And I think the biggest thing is who you're taking with you. And then we've got Joseph. Bro, I'm excited for you. Round 2, bro. We ain't messing up this time, okay? All right, guys, let's get it. Let's rock and roll. I'm going to share my screen. I hope you guys are excited. You're fired up. And I first got to say this, too. If you guys are not on Swipecoin, I don't know what's going on. But VeChain right now, I know Matthew and I have been talking. VeChain, I'm about 20% up on my investment from just last night. 20%. I can't even process that. Okay. If you guys have seen Swipecoin, you should have seen this alert sent out yesterday. If it goes back down here to 18, 19 cents, you could get in again, or you could get in for your first time. I wouldn't get in yet. It's kind of taking off on us right now, but I just put in some money last night, yesterday. I know a lot of us did, and we're gonna ride this up. And for those of you that don't know, um, let me delete this. For those of you that don't know, they sent out a swipe coin exchange idea at the end of February, and we got in down here right under 4 cents. And in about 7 weeks, we 9x'd our investment. Okay. It went to an all time high of just under 28 cents. So the power is in the products, guys. The power is in plugging in. The power is in paying attention and asking questions. And if you don't know something, reach out. We're all here to help. And anytime you guys have any questions, like, just don't be a stranger. Okay. That's why we're going to do this call tonight, to make sure that you guys don't miss out on these moves. Make sure that you're already connected to the right applications, the right products, the right tools, and give you guys the opportunity to actually ask questions. So I'm going to roll through this. I don't know how long this call is going to go. I don't really want to rush through anything, because this is the most important part of just getting involved, is making sure you're connected and set up properly. So any questions, save them for the end, write them down so that way you don't forget. But I want to make sure that you guys have access to this Google Doc. Hopefully you guys know what this looks like. You've seen this already. But really, once you get started, the person that, has helped you get involved, they're going to roll through and show you how this Google Doc is kind of laid out for you. Okay. So you'll open this up. And why I'm showing you this is because really all the tools, all the resources are right here for you. Okay. You go here, click on new member, start here, and you're going to open up this tab. Okay. And depending on what academy you've chosen to get started with, you're going to base your decision off of that. Okay. So if you've got an elite, the person that helped you get started, they're going to walk you through, or they should have walked you through, which academy you should you should be starting off with first. I'm going to show you as if you guys are just getting started right now, so we don't miss anything. Okay. I'm going to provide as much clarity as I can. But let's say, you just got started, you're going to probably choose an academy. If you're on elite, because a lot of you are, you're going to choose an academy based on your schedule. Okay. Based on what's going on with your day to day. So most people, if you choose Forex, you're probably getting started with the product, the strategy called DeLorean, right? So you're going to start here. If you're doing HFX, it's probably because you're tuning into somebody like Matthew Thayer. You're tuning into somebody like Matthew Thayer, or you're tuning into, let's say, Millie Mills. 1 second, y'all. Okay, let's see. I think we're good to go. Okay. Or Millie Mills, and you're probably using Cash Trap, right? Second, if you're on DCX, okay, DCX is cool because, and I'm going to walk through this, DCX is cool because you have the opportunity to really tap into multiple different educators throughout the week. And you don't it is nice to be live. Don't get me wrong. If I can be live, I'm going to be live. But you can watch their recordings because there's so much information. You can just kind of tap in and learn as you go. I'm going to walk through. We're going to start off with the Forex Academy. I feel like somebody's unmuted. All right, let's do that. Okay, let's keep it unmuted. Let's go. So let's say, for example, you guys are going to start off with the Forex Academy, okay? With Forex, there's what we call leveraged trading. Leverage trading, all that means is you can make money if the markets are going up or the markets are going down. Okay. And with leverage trading, we're going to use this app called MetaTrader 4. Is there anybody on the call right now that does not know what MetaTrader 4 is, that does not have MetaTrader 4 downloaded on their phone? Just type it in the chat. Cool. Everybody's got it. Okay. Does everybody know how to place a trade? It's okay if you don't. I want to make sure that we all know what we're doing. Does everybody know how to place a trade on MetaTrader 4? And if you would like a refresher, say you want a refresher. Anybody?
I want a refresher.
You want a refresher? All righty.
Yes.
All right. All right, everybody. We're going to do a refresher, okay? And I think we'll do, we're going to do an example with swipe coin. Okay. We'll kind of kill two birds with one stone. Okay. So if you don't have swipe coin, just follow along on MetaTrader 4. Okay. So if you do have swipe coin, open up your swipe coin app. And you can also open up MetaTrader 4. And I should also ask this question. Is there anybody on this call right now that does not have a demo account set up? I'll just say it for the call purpose. Okay. So Android and iPhone are obviously a little different. There are videos that break down in the academy how to access a demo account and how to place a trade on your MetaTrader 4. I will tell you, if you need more detail, like for whatever reason, because the academy does break it down, just go to YouTube and hopefully my Wi-Fi connects. There we go. You can literally just type in Android MetaTrader 4 demo. You guys have seen, I've typed this in multiple times. Okay. And you guys can literally watch this first video and it'll show you how to set up a demo account, which one that I use is through Hugo's Way, because you can trade through Hugo's Way from a crypto standpoint and a Forex standpoint. Okay. And Hugo's Way, for those that don't know, is just a broker's account. And Hugo's Way being a broker's account, think of that like a bank account, but for your money when it comes to trading. That's it. You're going to set up an account with Hugo's Way and you're going to verify a couple documents to make sure that you're a real person. Once those are verified, it usually only takes a few hours. Then you can deposit money into your account and start trading. Cool. And guys, if you have any questions along the way, you want me to stop and start whatever, just type in the chat. But we're going to keep it moving. And you can do the exact same thing for iPhone. You can do iPhone MetaTrader 4 demo. Same thing right here. If you need a more in-depth breakdown, it's right there. I'm not going to go through everything right now. I know I said that I was, but I have an iPhone. It's a little difficult to explain on Android because I don't know what I'm looking at. Okay. So you guys can come here. If you have Android, if you have iPhone, you can type it in on YouTube if you need like a further in-depth explanation. But I'll tell you right now, in the academy, it breaks down how to place a trade on your MetaTrader 4 using iPhone or Android. Okay. So we're going to we're going to briefly just break down how to take a trade on MetaTrader 4 on your demo account. And the way that we're going to do that is by giving the example of the most recent swipe coin trade that was called out. Okay. Now, I want you guys to keep in mind the trade that was called out on swipe coin, it's already left the station. Okay. This is an old trade. So when we put it in, just know this is just an example. Okay. And you guys can see my screen right here. This is actually what happened today. Crypto Picasso, master educator for the DCX Academy, he sends out trade ideas on Swipecoin. Okay. And this morning at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 a.m. Eastern, he sent out a trade for Bitcoin and he sent it out at the price of 54,200. The price of Bitcoin at 54,200, which is this blue line right here. Okay. And then when it comes to trading, guys, we need three things that we're looking for: the entry, the stop loss, which is our safety net. Okay. If you're, let's say you have an account of $100, we're only going to risk 2 to 3% of our account, right? So what's 2 to 3% of $100? $2 to $3. Let's say you have $1,000 account. 2 to 3% of $1,000 account, $20 to $30. Okay. And so it gives us our stop loss, our safety net. If we don't have a stop loss, this is now considered gambling. And we're not gambling. We use proper risk management. So three things in trading. They're going to give us our entry, our stop loss. So we're only risking a certain percentage of our account, and our take profit. Because not every trade, guys, is going to look like this. Not every trade is going to hit our take profit. There are some trades, okay, that are going to hit our stop loss. The reason why we can become successful, profitable traders is because of proper risk management. We're only risking a certain percentage of our account. Okay. So just to give you guys this quick example, we caught in just 3 hours, guys. In 3 hours, this trade went 1,800 pips. That's crazy. If you know, then you know. Yes. For the lowest lot size, guys, and I know some of you guys are still going through the academy, but for the lowest lot size, that was $180 on your account using proper risk management. Okay. And so we're going to just practice taking this trade really quickly. I just wanted to kind of preface this and give you guys like the why, what we're doing, why we're doing it, or why this happened. So everybody open up your MetaTrader 4. Okay. Open up your MetaTrader 4. And then what we're going to do is go to your quote screen. And if you don't already have, we're going to see how this goes. I didn't really think this through, but we're going to see how this goes. Okay. Go to your quote screen. And if you don't already have BTC USD, add that in there. Okay. And what you're going to do, if you don't already have it added in there, you're going to see some sort of plus sign in the top right corner of your screen. You're just going to press that. You're going to type in the search BTC USD. You're going to add it in there. Press the plus sign, press the dash. Okay, once that's in there, you're going to go back to your quote screen. Let me pull this up. Everybody good? Give me a thumbs up if we're good. All right, just want to make sure everybody's following. All right, let me go back. Actually, I don't need to share my screen. I'll just do this. All right, so once you guys have that open, you're going to click it open, and we're going to click on trade. So click on BTC USD, click on trade. Okay. And if we were going to put in a trade right now, I was like, hey guys, we're going to buy Bitcoin right now. You would just press buy by market. That's it. You just press buy by market. If we were going to sell Bitcoin, okay, you just press sell by market. That's it. Cool. So with Swipecoin, how this works, okay, so you've got your trade open. Everybody's going to look a little different, okay? It should look something like this if you guys see my screen. Okay. Now what we're going to do, since we have the screen open, we're going to go back to Swipecoin. Okay. Open up Swipecoin, and you're going to get a screen that looks like this. Okay. It's going to say signal by Picasso, signal time 13 hours ago. All you're going to do is swipe right. Open up the picture, swipe right. Okay. And on this screen, it's going to give you the currency pair, which is BTC USD. It's going to give you the time frame. Guys, the time frame is just telling you what, like if you're going to look at a chart, like on tradingview.com, all that's telling you is what time frame he's looking at. That's it. You don't have to, like, if you're going to go and look at the chart, you just know that that's the time frame he's on. Okay. There's nothing to it. Right below that, it says buy by market. Okay. So so when we go to MetaTrader, we're going to buy the market. Okay. You know that this is a trade that we're going to take on MetaTrader 4 because it says leverage idea. In crypto, there's a couple ways that you can make money in the markets. One of the ways is called leverage. The other way is called exchange. Okay, I'll talk about exchange in a minute, but this is a leverage idea. So we know we're going to trade off of MetaTrader 4. Cool? And you guys will see with every single Swipecoin trade idea, they're going to send out 2 entries. Okay? And they're also going to send out 2 take profits. Now, this is why we do a demo account, because a lot of you guys are probably looking at this brand new, whatever, and you're like, I don't even know how to do this. I've never done this before. You're probably going to mess up. You're going to make mistakes. And that's why we use a demo account and we practice so we get the mistakes out the way. It's kind of like riding a bike for the very first time. You have training wheels so you don't fall down. Same thing here. So they're going to give you 2 entries. I recommend, this is what I did when I first got started until I started to get better about just entering the trades, is I just started off with putting in 1 trade. So the first entry price that they give me, I just did that. Okay. And all you guys are going to do is you'll see, if you see entry price number 1, right below that says 54,250. you're going to see like a little white square thing next to it. Okay. It's a clipboard. All you're going to do is press that. It's going to copy that number for you. Okay. So you copy the number and then you would open up your MetaTrader 4 app. So you'd go to your MetaTrader 4 app. Typically, you're going to buy by market. So you're not going to even copy and paste the entry, because the market, when they send out the trade, this is so big, people miss this, okay? And I only learned this because I hop on the go live sessions. I hear what Nick Gomez says. I hear what Crypto Picasso says. I hear their perspective of what to do when you get a swipe coin trade. But most of the time when they send out a swipe coin trade, guys, it is right at entry. Okay? It's right at entry. So half the time I'm not even trying to put in the entry in my MetaTrader 4. It's so close to entry, I just buy by market. I just press buy by market and I just get in. Okay? But let's say, for example, it's not even close to entry. Okay? I've got some room until it gets to the entry point. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to click on, everybody see where it says market execution? I'm going to click on where it says market execution, and I'm going to click on buy limit. Buy limit. And when I click on buy limit, it's going to open up three spots now on my MetaTrader 4 app. It's going to give me the price, it's going to give me the stop loss, and it's going to give me take profit. Okay. So in that price box where it says, I know it's a little different for Android, but for iPhone, it says not set. For Android, it has like zeros next to it. Okay. All you're going to do is click into that box and you're going to paste that number right in there. So where it says price, you're going to paste 54,250 right in that box. Cool. So once you do that, you're going to go back to Swipecoin and you're going to scroll down. Yeah, same for selling. If it's not a buy, you're going to do, instead of buy limit, you're going to do sell limit. Okay. So go back to Swipecoin and you're going to click on where it says stop loss. Stop loss says 54,000. You're going to click that little clipboard thing. It's going to copy it. You're going to go to your MetaTrader 4, paste it right next to where it says stop loss. Okay. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to take profit. It's going to say 56,200. And we're going to paste that right in where it says take profit. Now, let me see. Okay, so should be good to go. I would make sure that you guys have your lot sizes set to 0.01. Unless you're live and you know what you're doing, you can make that adjustment. But start off with the smallest lot size. Okay, I know it's nice and fun to see big numbers in your account, but it's not going to do you any good because it's not relevant to what you're going to do on your live. Okay. I like to keep things, and I learned this from my mentors on the platform. I like to keep things as real and practical as possible because I'm not even focused on the dollar amount. People get so caught up in how much money in dollars they're making that they don't realize the growth in percentage that they're actually accumulating on their account. And that's why everybody usually just like people that are just focused on dollar amount instead of percentage, they always seem to just stay around the same spot with their account balance or they lose it. Okay. So focus on the percentage because you could have $100 and you grow your account by 6%. You're not excited because all you're focused on is the $6 that you just made. I'm like, what happens when you have a $100,000 account? Okay. And you make 6%. Yeah, it's different. But God, the universe, whatever you guys believe in, they're not going to give you $100,000 until they know that you're ready, until you're ready for it. You can't go big until you can appreciate and take responsibility for small. Okay. Handle what you got right now. So focus on percent, guys. Okay. That's the biggest tip I could give anybody. I was so focused on the dollar amount and flashing my dollar amount to everybody. Look, I made $200. Look, I made XYZ. I'm like, cool. What's your percentage? Did you over leverage? Did you stick to your plan? Right? That's what matters. I mean, I don't care how much money you guys are making. Like we're trying to create wealth here. So focus on percentage. All right. So that's all you would do. Start off with a small lot size. Okay. Your lot size is that little number in the middle. It says 0.01. It should say 0.01. Okay. And that's your multiplier. For those of you that don't know, you're going to learn that in the academy. It tells you how much money, okay, you're going to make per pip that the market moves. Cool. If you guys aren't there, go through the academy. You will learn what a pip is, what a lot size is, what a stop loss, take profit, entry, all of that. Okay. And all you would do from there is you would just press place. You enter yourself in the market. That's it. Guys, when swipe coin trades come in, it's not something that you can just take your time with. Okay. That's why you're going to practice on a demo your first few weeks to get the hang of how to place trades. Because once you know how to place trades, it's not like you got to learn it again. You already know it. Just like driving a car, you got to learn how to drive a car a couple times. Okay. You learn it and then you're good. So once you guys learn that, once you get a swipe coin trade, it comes in. It's not something that you take your time with. Like, I'm trying to get in as fast as possible. I see, all right, cool. Swipe coin alert for Bitcoin, BTC, USD. I'm going to look to see where price is at. This is how I do it, guys. Okay. I'm going to walk you through a quick example. This is what I do. And this is what I learned from Crypto Picasso from being on his live sessions. When I get a swipe coin alert to my phone, I literally will drop whatever I'm doing unless I'm asleep. Okay. I will drop, if you're on a phone call with me, you will know, yo, pause, swipe coin. Okay. Because it's like, if you don't get the entry right away, you'll miss it. And it's okay if you miss it. Don't have FOMO, don't have fear of missing out. But just know, if you want to capitalize on these trades, like, take 30 seconds, take 60 seconds, put in this trade and go back to what you're doing. Okay. But when a swipe coin trade comes in, I'm literally pausing everything that I'm doing. And I open up the app, I swipe right, I open up the app. Okay. We literally do yell swipe coin to each other. We open up the app and I look at the price. I look at where the entry price is. This says 54,250. I quickly open up my MetaTrader 4. I look at the chart of Bitcoin. If the chart of Bitcoin is near where price is at, like so close to where price is at, I'm buying. If it's a buy by market. If it's a sell, I'm selling by market. Okay. I'm just, boom, I'm in. I'm not even worried about entering the stop loss. I'm not even worried about entering the take profit right away. I'm just trying to get my entry. Why? Because entries matter. Entries matter. Okay. And so I'll enter the market. I'm just trying to get in. I'm trying to get one position in. And then what I'll do is I'll set, let's say it's a buy, I'll set two buy limits. I'll set two buy limits for the actual entry price that they sent. So in this case, I'll take 54,250 and I'll plug it in just like we just did. Place. And I'll do that twice. And then I plug in my stop loss. I go back and I plug in my my take profit, and I'm done. I set it and I forget it. It's either going to pull me out in stop loss or it's going to put me into my take profit. Okay. So just being real with you guys, like, that's what I do. And that's what a lot of people are doing, just based off of what Nick Gomez is teaching. Crypto Picasso. These are the guys that send out these notifications to your phone. Okay. Drop some ones in the chat if this is making sense so far. I want to see where you guys are at. Cool. All right. Because I know that's a big question. People are asking, well, I missed the trade. I missed this. You got to be quick. I'm just going to be real. Swipecoin is one of those apps because cryptocurrency moves. Nick Gomez said this the other day. Let me see if I can pull it up really quick. He said this. He was like, so Nick said, now you can see that some setups play out easier than others. Some have slight drawdown and some go into straight profit. All setups have high probability, but we educators are in no control of what the market does. For some setups, it's very choppy. And for some setups, like the one that he called out the other day, we get really good sniper entries and they go straight into profit. Every trade is going to be different. Yeah, Alex, that's good. You have to hustle for it. You have to. Okay, so just know, if you guys are using Swipecoin, I'm talking about Swipecoin right now because it is one of the biggest products that a lot of us are using, and a lot of questions that I personally get as well. is people missing trades, you've got to be on your toes with Swipecoin. If you're going to use Swipecoin, there is a lot of money to be made. You can really grow and escalate your account. I've seen it for myself. I've seen text messages, phone calls from people on the team. Swipecoin really does the job, but you've got to be ready for the trade. If you guys are honestly any more than just a couple minutes late to the trade, you probably might miss it. If you're over 5 minutes, you got to really double check and make sure if you're at entry. Okay. So as soon as I get it, like I'm on it. I am on it. And I know Alex is too, and a lot of other you guys. But that's what we do. Okay. So this is all recorded. If you guys feel like you need to go back, you can listen to that. And then one thing I'll also say is when you go to the Swipecoin app, there's a little like orange, yellow circle thing at the bottom right, and that's the chat. So that's where the educators will communicate. Work. Oh my god, I can't talk. That's where the educators will communicate what they're doing with the trade. So they'll tell you, hey, BTC USD is 250 pips in profit. Move stops to break even. Okay, so that stop loss that you guys entered, you're now going to modify the trade, the stop loss, to put it at your entry. So when they say break even means entry. So wherever you entered, look at your entry on your phone and plug that entry as your stop loss. I personally, guys, and I learned this again, everything I'm telling you guys, I learned this from the platform. I don't do just my entry. Okay. I'll do a little bit above my entry, like 5 pips or so, 5 or 10 pips above my entry. Okay. Especially with crypto, you want to leave yourself a little bit of room. That way, if it actually does go down, it's not going to take you out of the trade like in negative. You're still going to kind of break even. Okay. So if they say move stops to break even, you better move your stop to break even, because if it goes down, you're going to be in drawdown or it could hit stop loss. Guys, it doesn't matter if you winning every trade doesn't matter. I would rather not even trade and protect my capital than try to be in a trade and I'm in drawdown, because I'm trying to make money, but I don't put my stops to break even. Okay. So that's super important that you guys do that. And one little tip I'll give you guys is, yeah, markets will always be here. And don't have fear of missing out with setups, because this is a $6.6 trillion per day market. There are so many opportunities for you guys to get in. It's insane. Okay. The other thing I was going to tell you with this, oh, what I personally do, you guys are going to start to like kind of gain more experience with how you put in trades. Just start off with one. Just start off with putting in one trade. Get good at that. But when you start to do more than one trade at a time, 2 trades, maybe max 3 trades, if I put more than one trade in, honestly, if I'm only putting one trade in, as soon as they say move stops to break even, that's when I pull out my first trade. That's when I pull out one position. Why? I'm not leaving any money on the table. I want to protect my asset. I want to protect my account, and I want to take profit, because sometimes we've seen this where price will go up 100 pips or so. It won't hit take profit, but it will go down and hit your stop loss. Okay, so your stop loss will be at break even. So you'll break even, but you didn't make anything, right? So I have a couple positions in, and so that first position, when they say move stops to break even, I pull out one position. Even if you're on a couple $100 account and that first position is only $7, $8, that's 8%. That's 5%. What are you talking about? That's why we don't focus on dollars. We focus on percentage, because you have to think about where you're going. Everybody, we're so focused on dollars because we don't believe that we'll ever see a $10,000 account. We'll ever see a $50,000 account. Okay. Profit is profit. Yep. So that's just what I personally do, because I want to accumulate and compound my account. Okay. I'm not leaving anything up to chance. You don't know if the market's going to go and hit take profit 1 or 2. I like it to. It most of the times it does, but I'm still going to protect my account. That's your capital. You have to preserve your account capital. Okay. All right. That's Wipecoin. That's how you put in a trade. The only other thing I was going to say is modifying your trade. Okay. If you guys actually place that trade and you go back to the main page, I don't have it in right now, but if you go back to your main page right here and you actually place the trade, okay, to modify your position, meaning if you want to, let's say, change your stop loss, right? Change your take profit. You would go to the position that's open right now on the main trade page. You would hold it down and you're going to get a pop up. Everybody following me so far? You're going to get a pop up and it's going to say like close, modify, blah, 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 blah. Okay. All you're going to do is press modify. It's going to bring you back to that main page where you type in the stop loss, the take profit, and you're just going to edit the stop loss. So when they say move stops to break even, you're just going to exit out the stop loss and put in basically your entry. Okay. So whatever your entry is, just do a couple pips above. If it's a buy, do a couple pips below if it's a sell. You might have to watch this a couple times. That's what you're going to do. Okay. And if you're going to close the trade, you just press close. Hold it down, press close. It's going to take you to a screen. It's going to say close with profit, or it's going to say close with loss. And that's it. Okay. So that's Swipecoin. Does anybody have any questions about Swipecoin in entering a trade? Okay. If not, we are good. All right. So that's MetaTrader 4. And I would recommend that you guys set up a demo account. I'm pretty sure everybody kind of said that they did, but if you don't, I would make sure that you do this. I wouldn't do a demo account through like MetaQuotes or MetaTrader because it's not as accurate as if you were going to do it through a regular actual broker account. So I would go in and just, I think it's like new account, open a demo, and you can type in a broker like Hugo's Way demo. You could do Trader's Way demo. You could do Osprey Effects demo. I mean, just ask the person that you're working with what demo, maybe you should use or whatever, and we'll walk you through the right one. Okay. Okay. So that's MetaTrader 4. That's demo, and that is Swipecoin. So what I'm going to show you guys next, and that's Forex. And guys, MetaTrader 4, just to be clear, MetaTrader 4 you would use with anything you're trading in the foreign exchange market, okay, the FRX pack, and crypto, leverage trading crypto, okay. Now with, I'm going to share my screen again. Now with, I want to make sure I didn't miss anything on the Forex side. Oh yeah, the only other thing I was going to say about the Forex side is when it comes to funding your live account, I know not everybody uses Hugo's Way. If you're not using Hugo's Way, just get with the person that you're working with and ask them, where you can find out how to fund your broker. If you're not using Hugo's Way, I'll tell you right now, I guess it makes a difference, but not really. The CEO, Christopher Terry, he uses Hugo's Way. I know a lot of people ask me, what broker and things like that. But I didn't know this. I found out the other day he actually does use Hugo's Way. Okay. So I use Hugo's Way personally. I know a lot of people complain about their spreads. It is what it is. Okay. Every broker has their own spreads, and I'm personally not going to be bouncing around from broker to broker just because of a spread confliction. I feel like all brokers that I've seen in the past have all moved their spreads around, and it just is what it is. Okay. Those are just things that I can't control. If you want to move brokers, go for it. But at the end of the day, I haven't seen it conflict with my trading as bad as people have been talking about it. It's not that big of a deal. So I personally use Hugo's Way. I'm not going to go into depth on this because that is a whole call in its own. But I will tell you, if you are using this broker, there's 2 videos. Okay. You can find this in the FRX Academy checklist and the DCX Academy checklist. If you scroll down, there are 2 videos that you can watch depending on how you want to fund your live trading account. Okay. So you would open up an account with Hugo's Way. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find something. You would open up an account with Hugo's Way. You would verify your documents. They're going to ask for 2 different things. It's called KYC. I forget what it stands for, but they're called KYC document verification. And all you're doing is you're going to verify your proof of ID, so like a driver's license or a passport, front and back, and then you're going to verify proof of address, so like a bank statement, okay, or a utility bill. You take a screenshot, you send it in, they're going to approve it. Shouldn't take very long. And once you do that, then you're going to be able to fund your live trading account. Okay. And this video right here, the one that says how to fund your broker with Bitcoin, this will actually walk you through how to set up the account, how to verify your documents. It'll walk you through that entire process. It's like a 13-minute video that you guys can watch, and it'll show you how to fund it through Bitcoin. Okay. And I know some of you guys have asked how to fund it through like a card or a debit card or whatever. You would use what they call VLoad. VLoad is like their third-party payment processing center thing. And that's how you guys can use like your credit card or your debit card to do that. So this is a video that breaks down how to do it as well. Okay. Let me check the chat. Know your customer. Perfect. Thank you. KFC. All right. Yes. So you can watch those videos. That's going to show you how to set up your broker. And MetaTrader 4, just one last time for everybody that's on this call, it is for the Forex side where you trade leverage trading through Forex, and you trade leverage trading through cryptocurrency. Okay. I'm going to briefly just touch on HFX. There's an HFX Academy. Let me turn my light on really quick too. Give me one sec. So HFX, you don't use MetaTrader 4, okay? You guys are going to use what we call, because HFX is basically, for those that are on this call that are doing HFX, it's a different style of trading. You're trading based on time, okay? It's time-based trading. So I'm not making money based on the movement of the market, based on pips, okay? The market's going to move in pips. I'm making money based on the time that I'm in the trade. So let's give you guys an example. I'm going to open this up. We have what's called pocket options. This is you don't have to stick with this account. This is just one of the easier ways for people to start like practice trading on a demo account is through the broker called pocket options. Okay. And you guys, if you're already starting to go through the HFX Academy, you're starting to like realize and understand how to trade binary options. And so, like I was saying earlier, this is a time-based way of trading. So I don't really use pocket options anymore. I have a different account through a broker called VidForex or VidForex. There's multiple different brokers that you guys can choose from. So let me see. I never even tuned into this one. Let's see. So open this up. I'm just going to show you guys a quick example, because this is what most people are going to start off with. Markets aren't even open right now anyways. So we're going to do a little bit of OTC, over-the-counter trading. I'm just going to show you guys an example of pocket options and how to take a trade for binary options. So I have no idea where this market's going to go, okay? All I'm going to show you guys here is that you need to open an account up with pocket options if you don't already have an account set up for HFX. And we make money on a time-based basis, okay? So I'm going to choose my risk. We're going to do $10. And I'm just going to say, this is going to, for 1 minute, okay? I have no analysis on this. So all I did, guys, is I pressed a call or a put. A call or a put. And since I did a call, I'm predicting that this market is going to stay above this line, okay? So this is price right here. We're trading the Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. This is so simple, guys. As long as price stays above this green line, because I'm doing a buy in binary options, it's known as a call, okay? You'll learn the terminology as you go through the academy. But as long as price stays above this green line, I'll win the trade. But it's based on 1 minute's time. And you choose the time, okay? So this trade, I just won the trade. So after 1 minute, I won the trade because price stayed above that green line. Now, if I did a put, Okay. If I did a put, that means we would want price to stay below the line in order for me to win the trade. That's it. You choose your risk, and you choose your risk again based on how much money is in your account. I don't have a lot of money in this account because I don't ever use this platform. I've got $227 in here. So that means I'm going to risk 2% per trade. So I would put in like $2. I would risk $2. That's it. But that's 2%. I'm focused on the percent. Okay. So I'm not trying to explain everything to you guys on this call. All I wanted to do is just show you, look, you need an account like Pocket Options to start off with a demo to practice taking trades, and you're going to use Go Live. Look at this. Top 5 educators are all HFX. You're going to use Go Live to tune in to somebody like Millie Mills or Matthew Thayer or Taylor Marks or whoever, and you're going to be able to take live trades with them. You jump on any of these guys' sessions, they're literally their entire session is about taking live trades. So when they say, Matthew Thayer says, hey, we're gonna buy, we're gonna do a call right here on AUD JPY. All you gotta do is just press call. You gotta press buy when he says buy. If he says sell, we're gonna sell. That's it. And you make money based on if price is above or below whichever option you guys chose. Can y'all type some ones in the chat if this is making sense? If it does not, type a 2. Okay. Ones. All right, cool. This is HFX. Okay, super simple. It really is, guys. And this is why I wanted to make sure that you guys just know what to do, where to go, because once you set up these apps, once you set up these accounts, whichever academy you're focused on, okay, once you set up these platforms, you know the products that you're using, you know your weekly schedule, you know the educators that you're tuning in 3 to 5 times a week. It's like clockwork. It's like brushing your teeth. It's like, going to work. You have your schedule, you know what you're doing. Sometimes when you guys drive to work, I don't know who else is driving to work right now. Maybe to some people. I know a lot of people are. But in the last year, I haven't driven my car very often. Anyways, what I'm trying to say, y'all, what I'm trying to say is when you drive somewhere, you don't really think about anything. You're not thinking about how am I going to drive? You already know. What I'm trying to say is once you have all this set up, you don't really have to think about it again. I don't set up my demo account every time I go to trade. It's already done for me. Okay. This is probably the most challenging part about this whole journey is just the setup. It's just getting everything set up, all of your documents verified, your account funded. Once you know how to do that, you know how to do it. I know I had a conversation with Paul earlier today about MetaMask and Uniswap. I know that might be some foreign stuff to a lot of people, but if you're tuning into the exchange side of cryptocurrency, you know what we're talking about because I know Mike Sotero talks about this on his session, and I know what's his face, Nick Gomez talks about this as well. But if you go to Mike Sotero's session, I had to learn how to do this. Okay. And MetaMask and Uniswap, for those of you that are in the cryptocurrency space and you want to get involved with buying and holding specific cryptocurrencies, you're going to come in here and you guys can start watching. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's this one right here. It's actually a bunch of his sessions. These 2 videos, yeah, this one right here is important. But Mikey breaks down in his videos how to use MetaMask, how to use Uniswap, how to buy specific cryptocurrencies on these platforms. I had to do this for the very first time just the other week. I didn't know how to do it, but I had to go in and I watched it a few times and I followed along. Now, once I set it up, I know how to do it now. Okay. So the same thing for you guys. Once you do this, you don't have to go back and do it again and like try to memorize everything. You already know how to do it. Okay. So the only other thing that I wanted to make sure I could hit on right now, and then I'll open it up to questions, is the exchange ideas. Okay. So with we already talked about the leverage ideas, which was the trade that I showed you guys earlier with Bitcoin. This one right here, where Picasso called out our entry right here. And in 3 hours, we hit the first take profit. This is actually the second take profit. This line right here, it's about to hit it. I have already pulled out, so kudos to you guys if you already have take profit 2 in. I'm a super conservative trader, guys. Like when I see my percent hit, I'm good. I don't really hold my trades for very long. I want to get out of the market, but kudos to you guys if you're still in. Get the money, get that bag. But I do want to talk about exchange ideas really quickly because there is a difference. Okay, with the leverage ideas, you're going to do that through MetaTrader 4. Okay, you're going to set up an account like Hugo's way. You're going to verify your documents, and you're going to fund your live account when you're ready. Put some money in. I would say with Swipecoin, you don't want to have anything less than $500 to start off with. Okay, just because cryptocurrency moves a lot, moves very fast. So you want to give yourself some cushion for when you use the 0.01 lot size. So leverage ideas, MetaTrader 4, you're gonna have an account, a broker like Hugo's way. Okay. For the exchange ideas, this is where you're gonna buy and hold. So how many of you guys have ever, bought a stock, right? And you've held that stock for a period of time. So you can do the exact same thing, but now with cryptocurrency. And so there's more than one way to buy and hold cryptocurrency, or I should say, there's more than one cryptocurrency that you guys can start buying and holding. It's not just Bitcoin, it's not just Ethereum, it's not just Ripple. There's, assets like VeChain, VETUSD, or Compound, right? SNX. There's so many different, there's actually, I think like 8,000 different cryptocurrencies. I don't know what everything is, nor do I really care what everything is. If you do, that's awesome. And you guys can tune into Go Live and they'll teach you. But I'll show you really quickly with the exchange ideas, the apps that you should definitely have downloaded is Coinbase Pro. Most people start off with the regular Coinbase because it's just really easy to open up and simple to kind of maneuver and navigate. But I will tell you, once you have Coinbase, like the blue app downloaded, you can use the same login information to sign into Coinbase Pro. And Coinbase Pro is the black app. Okay, there's two different ones. And Mikey talks about this, Mike Sotero, okay? He talks about this on his sessions and he breaks down why we should be using not regular Coinbase, but if you're going to use a platform, use Coinbase Pro. Okay. I'm saying this multiple times, guys, because I want to ingrain this into y'all's heads because it is a lot of information. But once you guys get this, you got it. Okay. So Coinbase Pro is the app that you primarily want to be using to start buying and holding these cryptocurrency pairs. If I've told you to download regular Coinbase, it's because I just wanted you to open an account. I just wanted you to have that ready to go. Okay. But you can use that same login for Coinbase. You can use it for Coinbase Pro. So what I would do on your phone is download the app Coinbase Pro, okay, and use that same login information that you use for regular Coinbase and log into Coinbase Pro. We on the same page? Y'all get me so far? And when you have Coinbase Pro, this is where you can start to take these exchange ideas and buy and hold in the market. Let me check the chat. Yeah, you can send everything that you have on regular Coinbase to Coinbase Pro. You just use your wallet address. Yeah, the pump and dumps, that's why we use Swipecoin, because they don't tell us to get into pump and dumps. But yeah, Coinbase Pro, Nehemiah, you're correct. They use lower fees. Like the fees are significantly lower on Coinbase Pro than they are on regular Coinbase. So it's good to have that. Yeah, none of that. All right. And then all you guys would do is whenever they send out an idea, like for example, this right here, Compound, on Saturday, April 10th, they sent out an idea to invest into Compound. Okay. And if you guys were there out here in Arizona, we told everybody on the spot, buy Compound. Okay. And I'll show you, I'm up right now like 60% on my account because I got in down here at $456 a coin. and it hit an all-time high of 749 today. I didn't do anything. They said buy. I said, okay, buy. Okay. You could have bought this on Coinbase. Now, this is another big question that we get. Some of the exchange platforms like Coinbase Pro, they don't offer some of these cryptocurrencies that they call out, right? So I know VeChain, it's not on Coinbase Pro. And the only reason why I knew that is, one, I was doing my research and I was trying to find a platform that does, but I also hopped on Curtis Cobain's session. Curtis Cobain, he's the one that's calling these out. And he says you can buy VeChain on crypto.com. That's how I knew that. Okay. So I downloaded the app. It's literally called crypto.com. And I still love telling this story. And I know some of you guys are getting like annoyed with it, but he just called this out the other day, literally yesterday. And he said, hey, we're going to buy VeChain at 19 cents. Well, we got in at 18.6 and we're at 20 cents right now. So I'm already up like 20% on this investment. But what's actually really crazy, if you guys really pay attention, this is why I say every person should be on cryptocurrency on the DCX package, because you can't go wrong with these exchange ideas. I mean, every single one of these have minimum double, tripled the investment since they were called out. Okay. If not on their way in the last 30, 60, 90 days. So VeChain initially was called out Friday, February 26th at 4 cents. I got in down here just under 4 cents. And in 7 weeks, we had 9x our investment. I just think that's so insane. Y'all can do the math. $500 invested times 9. There you go. Pays for your entire subscription for the entire year and then some. Okay. This is why I take Swipecoin and the DCX side so seriously, is because you can really see an incredible return on your investment. You just got to plug in, you got to ask questions and do your due diligence. Okay. So I only know to plug into crypto.com for VeChain because I hop on Cobain sessions. I know he's live right now and I'm taking away from his time, but thank God we can go back and watch the recordings. Yeah, they'll tell you on their sessions, Eric, where you can buy and hold these cryptocurrencies. Okay. So those are exchange ideas. These are sent out every so often. It's not every day. Sometimes it's not even every week. Like this was called out yesterday. The last one before this was called out on April 10th. So a few weeks ago. Okay. So just pay attention to those. But other than that, I would just say also, if you are serious about crypto, the DCX side, this site right here that you guys are looking at, let me go like this. You go to the members guide, you click on DCX. And by the way, every academy checklist tells you what to do for that academy. So if you want to learn more about Swipecoin, you want to get involved, don't leave your success up to chance. Go watch the videos. Go learn what this actually is and how it works. But the Swipecoin site that I'm on right now, guys, it's right here. Okay. So the first part is watch the DCX Academy 100 series. And then the second part is watch the DCX Academy videos in the Swipecoin site. You click on videos, you select your language, English, and then click on Fast Start. I mean, very self-explanatory, Fast Start, English. And you just watch these. It's only a few videos. Crypto Picasso lays it out for you. If you have to watch it a couple times, watch it. I think the worst thing that I hear sometimes is like, oh my God, there's so many platforms. Oh my God, it's so many apps. It's so many blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, what's the alternative? You could keep working that job you don't like. You could, not have a retirement. I love my dad. He was just out here the other week. I'm going to keep this video unlisted, but he just left yesterday. And it's crazy the retirement that people will get, even working a really, really good job. In society's eyes, you need like $3 to $5 million to retire, and that's not even to retire comfortably. Most people you'll be lucky if you see $1 million when you retire, see 2-3 million when you retire. So this is my not, this is not even my retirement because I don't plan on ever retiring, because when you retire you just stop all the way. So find something that, sets your soul on fire and go do that. But um I don't know, my point in saying that is, like, don't complain about stuff. I know I'm not talking to anybody specifically on this call. I'm just saying whoever listens to this and you want to complain and you want to, think about how, how this is like too much to do or whatever, and I'm like, it's just like learning anything new in your life. You just have to figure out what's worth your attention, what's worth your time. This is worth my attention and my time. I'm like, I don't know where else you can go and get this kind of proximity, this kind of association, to successful examples, people that are here to teach you. These mentors are your shortcut, and it's worth investing the time and the energy and the attention in the trial and error to understand this skill set, learn how to multiply my money, learn how to get money to work for me. So don't complain about it. Just change your perspective. This isn't a lot. These aren't a lot of apps. It's just the prerequisites. It's just the requirement to get to where I'm trying to go. And these are the necessary steps. Like I said in the beginning, this isn't a sacrifice. You're not on this call on a Friday night because it's a sacrifice. This is an investment into your future because you're certain and clear about where you're going. And I think a lot of times, guys, in life, if I can just give you guys this information, this perspective, um, people panic. People find, themselves feeling anxiety, anxious and having anxiety, feeling depressed or whatever. And most of the time it's because, they're either thinking too much into the future, like they're scared, they're nervous about their future, they're not clear, and they're, thinking about their past and they're dwelling in their past. And right now the present is where we need to be. But I think the biggest thing in this, guys, is, I personally, I was talking to my dad when he was here this week. I was having a conversation with him, telling him, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, because life's going to hit you in so many different ways from so many different angles. You don't know what to expect in a way, but at the same time, you kind of can like learn to expect what's coming. Like, I know the future. What I'm trying to say, guys, is I know that the future holds uncertainty, but I'm not focused on the uncertainty. I actually accept and expect problems to happen, things to happen, life to sucker punch me. And that's okay, because I can find certainty in the uncertainty because I'm clear with myself. I'm certain in Abby. And a lot of times people become anxious and depressed and whatever because they're just not certain with themselves. They don't trust themselves. They can't stay consistent for 30 days. They can't even stay consistent for 2 weeks. I've gotten so many people started with this. I can't even tell you. You guys look at my back office over the last 4 years. I've helped almost 200 people get involved with this platform. Not everybody has stayed. Most people quit after their first 30, 60, 90 days because they aren't even clear with themselves. They make procrastination, hesitation, excuses as their lifestyle, as their habits, as complaining, as like who they are. That's how they see themselves. So I know this is me just going on a tangent, but a lot of times, like, I just want you guys to know this is just the beginning. You're just building a foundation for yourself. And if you can find certainty in the uncertainty through yourself, because you know where you're going, you know what you want, you know who you're becoming, you know that you have a great support system, and a great community to kind of leverage and lean on. That's all that matters. I had to figure out a lot of this on my own. And I do these calls. I set myself up to be an example, and I want you guys to as well, because I know what it feels like to have the weight of the world on your shoulders. I mean, hell, I was in $100,000 student loan debt 5 years ago. I know what that feels like. That is immense monetary pressure, that I would never wish on anybody. And so if we can be examples for people, if we can be a light for people in some way, shape, or form, and just show them what's possible and where they can go, that's all that matters. And I think we get so caught up with this academy being based around trading and investing. That's great. But I didn't even come into this having a desire to learn how to trade. I was like, I'm in 100K student loan debt. I need a solution. I need a vehicle to take me where I'm at right now and where I want to go. That's what most people want. Okay. I'm chat's blowing up. Let me see this. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, guys, I definitely wanted to make sure I could hit the nail on the head with that. And if I could show you any one last thing on here, is make sure you guys have a weekly schedule for yourself. and you're tracking your progress. Because what you do not track, you cannot measure. What you do not track, you cannot grow. Okay. And you've got to have a weekly schedule for yourself. I mean, I've seen people that get started and they've been in for 30, 60, 90 days. And I'm like, well, how's the Go Lives going? How's the Academy going? And they're like, oh, I haven't even gone through that yet. And I'm like, well, what are we doing? What are we doing? I don't want you guys to waste your membership. I mean, some of you guys are paying 200, $300 every month just to get access to this. I mean, like, there's a gold mine in here. Let's take advantage. Like, be resourceful. I wrote this out on my whiteboard because a lot of times, there's certain characteristics I would say that people need to have in order to create success through this and anything in life. And I would definitely say those top 3 characteristics are being coachable, okay, being hungry, like having a desire. If you don't have a desire, that's the starting point to all achievement, okay? If you don't have a desire to be great, to make a change, to do something different and create a new result in your life, nobody can help you. We had an event last night, and we can bring people to the water, but I cannot force you to drink it. And that's where desire comes in. You can't teach heart. You can't teach work ethic. Okay. So you've got to have that deep desire within you to know why you're here. And I think the biggest thing, and I heard this from a mentor of mine, he said, your why is important, but it's not going to be everything, because you can know why you're doing this, but if you're not clear on your vision, if you're not clear on where you're going, you'll get stuck and capped at your why. Because my why, it's my dad and my mom. It's ironic, but they're both retiring. They're not together anymore, but they both can retire in like 3 years. 3 years. I just had my 27th birthday. In 3 years, I'm gonna be 30, and it's weird because my goal was by 30, like, to be like a 7-figure earner and all these other things. It wasn't about the money. It's just like, it is about the money, but it's not. That's just a goal of mine. But my dad was here and he was like, I'm giving you guys this for perspective. But he was here this week and he was like, I can retire. He literally counts down the days when he can retire. And my whole goal is when he can retire is to literally have so much time and money and energy to just go do life with them. Because my grandma, my grandpa, they both got cancer and they're hanging on and doing their thing. And, my dad tries to spend as much time with them. He calls them like every day and I'll try to talk to them and stuff. And I just look at that and I say, I've got to do something different. And that's a huge why that fuels me. But it's also going to be your vision. Where are you going? I see my vision for when I'm 30, when I'm 35, when I'm 40, when I'm so on and so forth. Where am I going to be at? Let your why and your vision fuel you to get the work done, to go to town, to go ham these next 12, 18, 24, 36 months. Get yourself in a position that's so concrete, that's so certain. It doesn't matter what life jabs at you. You're so certain in yourself and where you're going. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I shared all that just to give y'all perspective, and I don't know why. Just wanted to give you guys that. But having a plan, knowing where you guys are going, having a weekly schedule, guys, it's 3 to 5 hours a week, baby. That's it. 3 to 5 hours a week. If you don't have $200 to invest into yourself, we got a problem. Financial education, financial literacy, stuff they don't teach you in school. The biggest flex is you knowing how to multiply your own money. And an even bigger flex, I talk about God mode, is you helping other people learn how to multiply their money. Just saying. Okay. But you've got to have a weekly schedule for yourself. What does your weekly schedule look like? This little Google Doc thing right here that we put together. Okay. You click on this, you open it up, you go to file, you say make a copy. Okay. You type it in, write in your schedule. Y'all should see mine. Let me show you. Y'all will freak. Not really, but just know we are a product of the product. If I say I'm getting into an exchange idea, I'm getting into an exchange idea. If I say I'm doing something, I'm doing it. If I'm on Tyrone's session, we grew our account by 18% on Tyrone's session this week. Tuesday, I was done. We had a blue party this week. Anybody else on DeLorean? Don't sleep on DeLorean. I know it's at 3 a.m. PST, but there's a reason why I get up at 3 a.m. PST, because we get this back. We do what we got to do. Same thing with HFX. I mean, y'all, if you guys were on the call yesterday morning, our HFX trading team session that we're doing every week on Thursdays, we're just plugging people back into the system. Use Cash Trap, get on Matthew Thayer, get on Millie Mills, whoever you guys like. But this is my weekly schedule right here. Okay. If I miss a call, it's because I'm on a three-way. It's because I'm doing a launch call. It's because I'm pouring into the team or whatever, and I'll go back and watch the recording. I actually have to change this because it's no longer 4 a.m. It's 3. But this is what I do. Oh no, wait, this is Friday. I had it right. Fridays are different. I watch the recordings. So this is my schedule. I definitely do more than 3 to 5 hours a week. This is all I do, but I'm not trading at all those hours. I'm probably trading like a fifth of that time. This everything else is just me being aware, me studying, me like growing myself and getting the mindset. Because a lot of people are just, you guys are after the bag, but you got to understand your income will never surpass your mindset. Your income will never surpass your skill set, your awareness. So if you're wondering why your income isn't increasing in your life, it's probably because you need to work on yourself. You need to work on this, on your patience, on your whatever. So anyways, going back to, what is it? The trading workbook, you got to write in your schedule. Okay. Go live. Once you guys finish the academy videos, should really only take you like 3 to 5 days, a week at most. Okay. Go live, click on the strategy that you're using or the channel guide that you guys are going to be tuning into and type in the time of day and the day of the week that works best for you right here. That's it. And then the other thing is the trading workbook. Type in, this is just an example I was showing somebody, but just type in the account balance of what you're going to start off with. Maybe it's on your demo, no worries. Type in your demo or type in your live. What I do, guys, is I actually have 3 different accounts. So, and I even have one for my demo that I'm practicing right now. So I'll open up a little plus sign and I'll literally just copy. Okay. I'll copy this. I'll open this up. I'll paste it in here. It'll load. There we go. It'll load. And I'll do HFX. Oops, not that. And I'll do HFX right here. Cool. This is my HFX account. This is my Forex account. And then I've got a crypto one. And that's it. So these are just little hacks that I do and I learned over time. And one last thing I'll show you guys, because this is just going to show you where your account can go. You just type in your numbers and you just follow it. Most people only get caught up right here. They can never get past like this area because they get greedy and they over leverage and they get on a winning streak and they think they're hot shit. And then, and then you realize you're not. And God, universe, whatever you guys believe in, it's going to humble you. And trust me, he will. So that's just to show you where you can go. And then the last thing I was just going to show you guys is I have everything organized and bookmarked and tabbed off and saved in my computer. Okay, so I've got the IM Academy back office site. I've got the center, I've got Go Live. I've got my trading workbook. I'm checking out colors right now. So I've got a bookmarked DeLorean, the scanner, and I've got tabs for DCX, FRX, and HFX. And I do have ECX too, but yeah, so just showing you guys this. I've got this all bookmarked, and I also have the members guide bookmarked. So a lot of you guys are always asking me, where can I find this? Where can I find this? It's in the members guide. I promise you, I put it together for a reason because everybody has so many questions about things. It's all right there. Most of the links and the tools and the resources you guys asked about, it's all in there. And it's for a reason, guys. Can you imagine when we have a team of 500,000 plus people and, all of us on this call, all of your team is like hitting you up for certain things? It's so nice to just have a system, save yourself time, energy, and money. That's what system stands for. Okay. You have a system. Hey, it's right here. You go over it on your launch call. So enough of me just kind of sharing this stuff with you. I want to make sure everybody knows like where they can go, what they need to do, what they should be set up with and connected with. But I do want to open up the time right now for people to ask questions for maybe anything that I didn't cover, anything that you guys want more clarity on. Go for it. If nobody has any questions, we'll end it. The only other thing I was just going to say, because this is more of an academy, like trading call and things like that, is for those, because this is another question that I've gotten a lot too, is for those that have asked me or asked anybody about getting their free membership, building this business. Um, hold on. All right. Anybody has asked about building this business, getting a free membership. Yep, absolutely. You will. You will, bro. It's all a process. There are videos that you can tap into, and we're going to do more pop-up Zooms to help people gain the clarity that they need. But guys, if I can just give any simple advice on sharing this with people, because everybody likes to make that such a big deal. It's really not. Like, you are literally giving people the keys, the blueprint of creating financial increase in their life. I'm going to tell you right now, most people need what we have. They just don't even know it. People don't know what they don't know. And they're so guarded. They've got their guard up about things that are unfamiliar. I heard this thing the other day. I think I took it down, but it was something like, most people think what we do is a scam. I don't ever get that anymore. I think it's because of my approach with people. Most people don't think what I do is a scam, but I have in the beginning when I was sharing this with people, they did think it was a scam. And it was just because of my approach. I was really just talking about the money and all this other stuff. And of course, people are going to be like, well, listen, most people don't even know how money works. Okay. So, of course, they're going to think what we're doing is too good to be true. They've never seen money made like what we do. They've never seen something so incredible like what we do. Guys, I started off on this platform when there was only 1,200 customers. We're at like 450,000 right now. We're almost at a half a million. This company is doing a $500 million in revenue. And the CEO, I kid you not, you'll meet him. You'll meet him. We've done calls with him. He had a call yesterday. You will meet him and you will hear his story. CEO, 30-year trader on Wall Street. 30-year trader. He traded on Wall Street. Him and his wife put this company together as a form of legacy. They don't make a dime from this company. And the leadership is why I am here. The platform is incredible. Don't worry. I know there's a lot of things that need to be worked on. It's not perfect. You guys should have seen what it looked like when I first got started. It was a shit show. Okay. I don't know how I'm still here. I do know. I saw the value in the leadership and where we're going. But I will tell you, the CEO of this company has a heart to serve and to help people. He's in the trenches. He is finding every single way of how we can be better and help people get access to this information. Yeah, Christopher Terry, Big Papa. So if you guys ever have the opportunity to meet him and hear him speak, which you will, the next convention I believe will be in August, September, which we got to mob through there, guys. We got to have 100+ people come on the team this go around, because the last one we had about 25 people and everybody left that event like just a completely different person. Anyways, I don't know what I'm rambling on about. I just want to give you guys as much value as possible. You guys are still here. It's Friday night. Y'all could literally be doing anything. But I just want you guys to know that we're in this for the long run. And if you make this so much deeper and bigger than just money, because the money's going to come, the money is a byproduct. It's not the goal, it's a result. Okay. Doing the work will give you a result. 1 + 1 = 2. Do the work. Input equals output. Don't chase the money. If you're chasing the money, it's running away for a reason. Focus on the person that you're becoming. Okay. Spread this like it's the good word. I'm going to tell you right now, if you saw a 9x on your return on investment, you would not stop to tell people. You would tell everybody and their mama. I'm telling you right now. Okay. Go find your success story through this. Even if it's just a small win on your demo, it doesn't matter. If you've gotten value from this, you have a result. You have progress. People need what we have. They just don't know it. Don't complicate this. Nehemiah and I talked about this earlier. You don't need to be the mentor. You don't need to be the expert. I don't try to be the expert. Guys, I don't jump on these calls to act like the expert. You guys notice the whole time I'm just plugging you back into the source. I don't know all the answers. I don't want y'all coming to me for everything. I'm just going to guide you, just going to lead you in the right direction. I'm not a mentor. I mean, I appreciate you guys for calling me that sometimes, but I'm just the messenger. We are all just a vessel in our own way. And if we can lead people in the right direction, lead people to the water, let them drink, let them make a decision if they saw value or not, if they see the vision or not. That's why I ask people when we do calls or events, I say, hey, you got to ask yourself two questions. This isn't about trading. This isn't about anything like that. This is about, did you see value in what this can do for you? And do you see where this can take you? The vision. Because 85% of all people are unhappy, unexcited, and unfulfilled with their life. Most people, if you ask them what are their goals for this year, where do they see themselves by the end of the year, they're going to be in the exact same spot. People don't have a vision. And without a vision, the people what? Perish. Give people a vision for where they can go, because people are not going to join you because of the money. Because if they do, they're going to quit after 30 days when they realize it takes work and grit and awareness. Okay. People join you because of where they believe you can take them. Be that vessel. This is so much bigger than just building a business and signing up people. It's not even near that. So I'm going to leave y'all with that. I'm always here. Text me, whatever you guys need. I'm here. We're going to the top. This is so much bigger than just what you guys may have thought you were getting started with. I promise you that. Love on people, help people, show them the way, show them an example of what's possible, because that's what this is really all about. I always need to put up some content on my social. So if y'all could give me some faces, I'm going to take a little video of everybody on this Friday night call. I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. And I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night. Peace.